Hi all, so today we're gonna do about a differential equation. I take this question from KMPP set A, paper 1, section A, question 2. It say the first part is to find the integration. In this case, it is quite obvious that we have to use partial fraction because there's no t on top of it. So we'll start with partial fraction. This t squared minus 1, we know that we can factorize it into t plus 1 and t minus 1. So this kind is the most common kind of partial fraction. We can split it into a over t plus 1 plus b over t minus 1. So if you compare only the numerator, you have 1 equals to a times with t minus 1 plus b times with t plus 1. To carry on with this, you have a lot of choices, but the easiest one is to let t to be 1. So if you substitute here, you get 1 equals to this part will be 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0. So we get b, you get b and 1 plus 1. So b is 1 over 2. So carry on, you have let t to be negative 1. So the way I choose the t here is based on the root here. In case you don't have any root, so this you can use any number, but the simplest and most common one is to choose t as 0, t as 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2. We choose from the smallest one. So in this case, we're going to have 1 goes to a minus 1 minus 1, and this part will be 0 because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So you have a is equals to negative 1 over 2. So put it back into this part. You will have 1 over t squared minus 1 equals to negative 1 over 2 t plus 1 plus 1 over 2 t minus 1. So don't forget that actually we're looking for the integration. So t squared minus 1 dt, I'm just going to copy everything exactly the same again. So it's 1 over 2 t plus 1 plus 1 over 2 t minus 1 dt. So this one, since this is linear and this is linear, you can use the formula. It's negative 1 over 2, and then you get ln t plus 1. Actually this is over 1, but because it's over 1, so I didn't write. But please be careful if here, the middle part here, if you differentiate and you don't get 1, then you have to write it down. So 1 over 2 ln t minus 1 plus c. So if you still want to simplify it, you can actually have this as 1 over 2 and then ln. So this negative 1 I change place, so I will write ln t minus 1 first and then minus this ln t plus 1 plus c. So because of the properties, we can have ln t minus 1 over t plus 1 plus c. So this is your integration for the first part. The second part of the question, it says hence, so you must use this result to show that the general equation. So the question given is t squared minus 1 dx dt equals to 1 over x. So if we were to integrate this, the easiest one is to use separable. So I will change this into x dx equals to 1 over t squared minus 1 dt, and then you add the integral sign. So if you realize, this is the part where we use the hence just now. It is the result from the first part. This one we integrate as usual. So this one you can use the result from here. We'll just copy it here. 1 over 2 ln t minus 1 and t plus 1 plus c. So because you want to show, so we want to hilangkan this 2 here. So you're going to multiply 2 both sides. So x squared is equals to ln t minus 1 over t plus 1. Actually this is 2c, but 2c it's just another constant. That's why I just write it as a c here. So we should